Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're looking at bishop bossing for hard Lotus. A friend of mine wanted some tips and I figured I might as well make some YouTube content out of it. So yeah, bishop bossing. They only have one iframe, which is Ethereal Farm, right? And you're pretty much having a short teleport and there's no other useful utility other than Heaven's Door, which is just an extra life, right? So yeah, here we go. So phase 1 is pretty simple. You just burst it down, right? Teleport in between lasers, nothing too fancy. Use your Peacemaker to clear the robots before they can, explode on you and apply their abnormal status effects like key reverse, stuns, seals, right? You also use Divine Punishment to actually clear those robots while you're in RI because you're in like that 1v1 boss mode, right? When you're doing this solo. So yeah, phase 1 is pretty straightforward. Phase 2, however, has the laser platform. So that's the most deadliest thing for Bishop, right? Because you only have one iframe and you need to learn when to use it, right? And usually you use it during this moment. But it actually depends on where Lotus is actually positioned with the platforms. So let's say Lotus was actually really far away and you have one platform that you're standing on, and he's basically closing in on you, right? So the trick is to stand near the corner of the platform where Lotus is uh, basically walking towards, right? And bait out his attack. You won't walk closer than when he's needed, when he's in range with his aggro, basically. So you bait in his attack, but once his wind up animation for his super knockback, you jump back a bit and his knockback will miss. And this basically delays his walking speed, right? So that the laser platforms can, the lasers can continue and you'll be safe after that, right? But if you're baiting and his first attack and the lasers still haven't spawned, move back into the front position of the platform and bait a second attack. So you keep doing this until the lasers are pretty much gone. So that's how you survive basically laser platforms, which is the main reason why this boss is actually so difficult for classes without super stance, right? Or any airborne or super stance skills. But yeah, so what scenarios should you use Ethereal Form, right? So you should use Ethereal Form for things like when Lotus is super close to your one platform deal and it's not in the corner, right? So basically, if Lotus is at the end of a platform, like the corner end, that is when you use Ethereal Form because there's no way you can actually dodge that super knockback with fancy footwork. But if Lotus is in the middle of the one platform, right? Or maybe even two platforms, giving you more room, you can actually just teleport behind him and dodge that super knockback. So that's really useful so that you can actually save Ethereal Form for the scenario where he is directly in the corner of a platform, either left or right. So yeah, that's the most deadliest position to be in. So yeah, I try to save Ethereal Form just for that scenario, but I do use Ethereal Form if I know that there's like 3 demos and I'm going to get knocked back into one, or I'm gonna get sucked into one or airborne into one. So you can use Ethereal Form when you know you can't avoid whatever one shot that's coming at you. Other tips, let's see here. The suction, or not the suction, but the thing that makes you weakened, right? So you can't jump, you just teleport onto the platform. So, don't rely on your jump key, rely more on your teleport key. When you're DPSing Lotus, you should stand on top of him, because that is actually the safest spot to be. Or you can stand just outside his, like, um, just on his attack radius, I guess. So you can basically teleport in and out of his attack radius to avoid that super knockback. Because you're losing a lot of DPS if you keep getting super knockback over and over again, right? So you want to dodge that. Either by standing super far away from him, just in case, or just far enough so that his attack range does hit you, so that he'll just stop walking towards you, right? But you just teleport back once he does the animation to super knockback you. But another thing is you stand on top of him, like you're bursting with like a ring of strength, right? You want to be on top of him because ring of strength is pretty limited space, right? So you gotta make use of that. So in this scenario, you would stand on top of him and just teleport behind him if he does that super knockback. So that's pretty much standard DPSing for a bishop. Just stand right on top of him. That is definitely the safest spot to be in. Purples, you can just shell them every second purple, or you can shell, but the other purples you probably can't shell. It probably has like a 10 or 20-second cooldown still, so you gotta be careful for that one. I don't use fountain. I don't find that too useful. When you're bursting as well, if there's like a lot of debris around and you've already popped your roar, right, you can still use your Urda Will or your Hero's Will to block that stun. So you know you can keep DPSing. So that's a cute technique you can do. But yeah, that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.